I struggle to stay focused on my life and what I want to do. I struggle to stay off my phone, off social media, off of television, off of distractions of any kind. I struggle to stay focused on my purpose in life and to pursue what I want. I'm getting older and I'm not getting where I want to get with my career or sense of family. Um, I have deep desires and I sense them from time to time when I'm really quiet and in my body, but that's not happening very often. And that's when it dawns on me that this isn't my fault. It's my responsibility, but it isn't my fault. This is the fault of the culture that I'm in, that we're all being raised in, is this culture of consumerism, this culture of highly marketed attention hoarding by the interest of profit, not the interest necessarily of the pinnacle of culture, but just of how do I sell more garbage to people who don't know that they need it. And so my attention for my entire life has been systematically stolen from me, taken to a different place where my brain is getting stimulated, I'm getting all sorts of dopamine receptors are going off to keep me pleasured in being essentially asleep. I mean, the movie The Matrix wasn't it was a metaphor for what we're dealing with. I mean, we're being automated. We're being turned into drones. And to wake up from this, I think, takes incredible effort today because the distractions are so plenteous and they're so ruthless. They're so well designed. And so to really get out of this structure, you can either live in the woods with no communication devices, which is going to be very difficult to do and rare, or you have to sort of have a mindfulness practice. You have to have some deep dedication to disconnecting from the devices, disconnecting from the influencers that constantly want to steal your attention from you and put it on what they need it to be on. And so I'm developing something with some friends called Mind University, and I intend for this to help us all step away from the technology addiction, away from our attention being stolen by other forces with ulterior motives that aren't for our best interests. And who knows our best interests except for ourselves anyway? We're not docile bodies to be controlled by a massive culture of consumerism. We are individuals, unique and talented, and we all have something special to offer. And we won't feel fulfilled, I don't think, unless we really cultivate that. Cultivate our unique identity and our voice, and how to share our greatest gifts with our tribe, with those that we love. And I'm 40, and how many other people like me are waiting until nearly 40 or after 40 to try to have a family, which is pushing, the biological limits. This isn't sustainable. And I think corporate culture, the career focus, business focus has really done this to us. How many years have I been saying to myself, oh, I'll settle down and have a family after my career is in place? Well, my parents didn't do that. They had kids young, and they're sort of grateful for it. In fact, like, yay, I got that out of the way, and then I could move on to my career later. Like, we think we did it right, and I'm like, oh my God, I thought was going to do it right by not doing that, and here I am thinking I did it wrong. And the funny thing is, it's like you got to follow the biology. That's what we are, biological organisms. You shouldn't let a new fandangled culture that attempts to prove itself better than all the rest, tell you how to live your life when you are a biological being. You have to assess your biology first. Your nature. What is your nature? What do you really want? And when I really check in with myself and what I want, it's a full sense of the life experience. It's the experience of being alive. And that includes family. It includes procreating. And that includes cultivating my greatest gifts to share with society. Not in the way it's dictated, but in the way I see it's needed. And it is received. So that's what I'm working on, and I support you all in doing the same.